Lauren.
And I'm Ashley.
Welcome to Autism Behavior Services. Now that the holidays are over, you are probably setting resolutions for 2021. We came up with a set of exercises that are simple and will keep you active.
Think of these resolutions and goals as a lifelong commitment to a healthier lifestyle for you and your loved ones. You're much more likely to be successful if you keep it simple at the beginning. For instance, you may know people who train about 6 days a week. But to start off, it's fine if you start with 3.
You may say people engage in various physical activities, but you can start off with a 15-minute walk 3 times a week. That's a great place to begin. Today we're going to go over a few exercises with Eric that anybody at home can do to stay happy, healthy, and active.
Hey guys, this is Eric Connor from CrossFit Reform. I'm a CrossFit Level 3 instructor with over 10,000 hours of coaching experience. We know that many homeschoolers are not actually able to do PE or any other type of activities of that sort. So what we wanted to do is put together a bank and tips, movements, and other things that can help you guys stay active, healthy, moving forward, and growing as you need to. A good way to strengthen the upper back and the shoulders is to actually take any type of resistance band or anything that really kind of stretches out well. What you can do is you have enough, you open your hands, shoulders down and back and chest big. Open up your arms, ideally till you can feel your arms straight across or the band across the chest. You feel the back flexing and then return. Little pause at the top is gonna help stay nice and active so you can get a lot of strength developed there. The banded pull-aparts, where you're actually engaging the upper back and the scapula, are really good to actually help kids and adults with postural training. So a lot of times when we are sitting a lot, we have these shoulders that are rolled forward. Essentially, we're not engaging the back muscles at all. A lot of shoulder irritations come from it. So as we open up, flex, and engage, we're actually strengthening those areas to keep from shoulder issues, but also good posture for longevity. Pull-up, the jumping pull-up, and the ring row are all good to develop pulling strength. This can be really important with all different types of daily applications. There's a lot of daily functional aspects that you're actually going to benefit from doing them, with pulling yourself out of a pool, pulling yourself up from the ground, or any other types of things where you're pulling your body towards something. Some ring rows, so you're gonna hold on to the rings and you're gonna lay back, your body's gonna be nice and straight. Keep your body straight, keep your chin looking forward. So right now your body's arched, I want you to be straight and stable. Good. Go down, control, a little bit slower. Good, body straight, thumbs touch chest. Good. So Jack, there's a few different ways we're gonna do push-ups. First, I'm gonna have you start from your knees. Okay, so come on down here on your knees. It's gonna be really important for you, Jack, to be able to get your chest to touch the ground. But then if you need to, you can bring your chest up a little bit first and then your hips, okay? So all the way down, chest and hips into like a plank, good. Do 2 more. So I want your chest still to go all the way to the ground. It's okay if you lay all the way down. Lay, and then up, and then hips, good. He's gonna go all the way to the ground and pushing out. Jack, you lay all the way down, Jack. And then chest up, yeah, good, there you go. Nice job, Jack, laying all the way down, pushing up. Good job. Now see if you can beat Dad, see if you can go faster than Dad. Nice, nice, I like it. Core strength is arguably the most important thing you can do when training, mainly because of functionality to real life. Many people don't know that the core is actually a combination of the abs, the hips, the glutes, and the low back. This is the trunk that protects around your spine. Most people don't realize how important the core is until you actually hurt something like your back, and then you realize that pretty much every motion you do involves your back or your core. So daily functional activities, getting up, moving around, picking something up, anything that you really do is going to involve your core. We're going to work on 4 different variations and show you guys some of those just now. The plank hold is one of the greatest ways that you can develop core strength. You can go from your elbows, you can go from your palms, you can go from your side. The side's going to be a little bit more difficult because you're singularly stabilizing on one side. The palms are going to be a little bit smoother throughout, mainly that you're also incorporating your shoulders as your shoulders are staying nice and stable as well. And then the elbows are going to isolate the core almost by itself a little bit more to make it a little bit more difficult there if you're going from your elbows. The sit-up is one of the greatest motions to actually develop core strength. As you can see, Andy and Jack are actually using their arms and tossing them. This actually helps them get up so they can do more work to develop the stamina in this. But it also really applies because it's going to help people get out of bed or get up from a ground, something like that, as to use their momentum that they're working to actually move forward and get out. Jack and Andy both have this thing called like an ab mat under their back. It's essentially just a lumbar support for your spine so that it's nice and stable as you go down and do a sit-up. You don't have to own an ab mat, but either way, since you have that space that needs support when you're doing a sit-up, it'd be best to even grab a towel or a sweatshirt or something, or a blanket, roll it up, and then you can just put that under your lumbar for a nice support when you're doing a sit-up, as opposed to adding an extra stress or strain in that motion. We have them actually holding a medicine ball in their chest so that they can actually challenge it a little bit more. But life practicality to this, if you've ever had kids napping on you or kids laying or something like that, or you just need to get up from the ground, this is a really good way to practice the strength of how to sit up or get up while holding them or an object. So stretching is going to be super important, especially if you're not typically very active. So stretching is going to actually keep your muscles moving as opposed to stiffening up, making everything harder on your body. As you move more, your body is more functional, and then you're actually going to add less stress down the line so that you can actually stay moving correctly and feeling better. A really good stretch of the hip flexors, and to loosen up the back, we're going to put the knee down in like a lunge, the other leg forward, and what I want you to do, Jack, join me here, put your knee down on the mat. Chest stays nice and tall. If I look at you from the side, I want a straight line down from your shoulder to hip to knee. What this does, it's going to loosen up or open up your hip flexors, which actually tie into your low back. So if you sit a lot, or just don't get active, or you don't stand up enough or stretch enough, these are typically tight, and they're going to put pressure on your low back, making your low back have a lot of pain. So staying in this stretch for 1 to 3 minutes is going to help loosen them up every day. We're going to try to touch our toes if we can, keeping the legs straight. That can be pretty difficult for a lot of people, so if you're not able to make that, you can grab like as far as you can on your leg or your ankles or something there, and you want to make sure you kind of just hold it there instead of like bouncing, okay? This is just a single leg variation of how to stretch your hamstring. So trying to touch your toes, same idea. And then eventually we can switch sides and holding there. Switch sides again, Mr. Jack. There you go.
That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you are not subscribed to this channel already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure to like this video. We look forward to seeing you next time.
See ya. Have a good one.